All right. So, Happy New Year and welcome back to my quiet little channel here. So, today we're going to be reading some more of my schmaltzy teen poetry. And it's going to be, of course, in my first poetry book. Okay. So, we left off at number 11, and number 11 is in the last vidya. So, check that out. The link will be somewhere, either an annotation around me or at the bottom. Let's get started. Number 12. Does it matter? What I say goes in one ear and floats out the other side. I tell him all my secrets and he pushes them aside. Deep, deep inside, after I laugh, all I want to do is cry. 'Cause I don't think it matters, and I don't know why. Number 13. Oh boy. If you know me or you know my chicken scratchy handwriting is very hard to read. So, since this is in gel pen from the early 2000s, I'm going to have to look closely and see what this says. Oh, inside. All right. Inside. Number 13. I am sorrow. I am pain. I have a mask. I use it well. But sometimes it falls off. How can I explain myself? Impossible. How can others explain me? Judgment. Number 14. Resolve. If I could let him walk a mile in my shoes, maybe he'd shut up and listen to my blues. I'm tired of decisions. I'm tired of spats. I'm tired of delusions. I want to take it back. Number 15. Smile. Why don't I grin? Why don't I perk? Why don't I putter? Let me say that I don't really know. I lost my happy long ago. When I started living hell. No, the whole sentence. Smiling is a task. Happiness is a gift. And number 16. Materialize. What my money gets, my heart does too. Am I happy? I am blue. What I deserve, I know I can't have. What I want, I really can't grab. What I need, I really don't know. What I love, seriously has grown. Number 17. Desire. Some have it lucky. They see it, they get it. Some have it strange. They get it and leave it. Some lose always, watching it go by. Some get nothing. They never even try. Some to the light, some to the dark. Some feel desire. I feel the spark. Wounded, sensitive, serious, paranoid, delirious, tired, deranged, sick. And then, it seems that I kind of mixed up some of the lines here and thought it was another poem. So, technically, this is still part of Desire, but this is number 18. Enraged. How can I feel 8 things at once? Why do I feel I've lost before I've begun? How come I lose? Why can't I win? All I want is love and not from next of kin. Number 19. Denial. A snide attitude topped with arrogance. A narcissistic heart and a my own hand right here. Ooh, I cannot read this. Woo! Such bad handwriting. Oh boy. Let's see. It says a narcissistic heart and a cruel inner ring. I guess that says, yeah. Talk to me tonight. Tell me what I don't like. Talk to me tonight. That's denial, right? Number 20. Stabbed. Sorry, I can't be 126. Sorry, I can't be pretty. Sorry, I can't be one of your sexy friends. Sorry, I'm just who I'm called to be. My apologies. Go out. Go out to your disgust. Sorry, I can't get you hard like that. Maybe I should consider Weight Watchers, but motherfucker, why deal with that? So I'm quiet, but I'm rude. Oops. I didn't know I didn't work like that. Stupid, stupid me. Did I enter too rude? Sorry. But when I'm pissed, it just goes like that. Can I finish talking? Did I say that you were rude? No. I just said you shouldn't shit like that. Oh my goodness. Number 21. Eyes. 16 years have entered, and I feel almost 20. My eyes aren't bloodshot, but they're ready. I tried a million times to say I'm very happy, but my smile disappears after I enter my room. My eyes aren't bright, they're piercing, and they aren't a happy brown. They're the color of bog mud. They're a deep, deep brown. Number 22. Reflection. I seem to see sometimes my eyes wander around. Seeing my own reflection, I don't make a sound. Why do I feel the weight of the world? I'm only 16. I'm just a girl. There has to be more to me. Something mystical. Something deeper, you see. I do not smile. I am in pain. The knife is still too deep. Search for it again. Number 23. I thought. Went on vacation. Thought I was set free. But the chains never let go of me. They dissolved and reappeared, locked again, till I leave from here. Now, I just want to comment on number 23. I thought. When I got this book, I think I was on vacation in San Jose, California, and my paternal uncle and his wife lived there. So I was volunteering at the Varo offices. I think they were either in San Jose or San Mateo. And when I wasn't helping my aunt do her filing, I went into the different office rooms and went outside to the courtyard. And I had my gel pens and my little messenger bag. And I had this book with me. So I brought all my little angsty feelings in here. And at the time, I had a crush on one of my friends from elementary school. And this was when he found out. I don't know if he's bisexual or gay, but he definitely wasn't attracted to me. And that was before I knew what friend zoning was, and that was before I got a clue about just getting my own life together, you know. So I probably put a lot of strain on our relationship by being such a delusional lady. I did not take the rejection very well. So there was more drama about that than anything, and there didn't have to be. Had I just accepted that fact and just moved on or improved myself or whatever. But here I am, 16 years old, thinking that life was supposed to go a certain way, and that when you're 16, you're supposed to have your car and your guy, and your life's supposed to be together. Not really thinking about grades because I was a C average student. Not really thinking about joining clubs or anything. So my high school experience, it was alright because I had really great friends, but it could have been better. So a lot of the boredom and the sadness, the anger and the depression that I was going through at that time probably wouldn't have been that bad if I had just branched out of my own comfort zone and grew as a person. Um, I'm 29 and I'm still growing, and it's kind of weird to look back at the 16-year-old girl and still feel like some of these problems still exist to a certain extent, and then some of them just washed away, and you find out when you get older that a lot of these are self-inflicted problems, and you don't want to believe that. You don't want to listen to yourself or the people who tell you these are self-inflicted problems. So this 16-year-old girl is talking about, I went on vacation and I thought I was free. This has to do with the church that my aunt attended. Um, there was this Woman's Day thing. So on Woman's Day, we talked about our issues and our problems and stuff, and then I became the problem case because I didn't know how my mother died. So essentially, she died because she had aneurysm, and this was because of a blood transfusion. So I didn't know that. They didn't clean the blood or something. They do now. This was back in the 80s when she had a transfusion. So she died when I was about 2.5, 3 years old. And I always felt like it was my fault, and not knowing how she died just kind of affected my life, and not remembering her at all. It shook things up. So long story short, I'm in this church telling all these people my life story, and that goes to a breakdown, and then like all these women, they sit me down in a chair and they pray over me, and then they're like, okay, you have to scream now, and I'm sitting there like, okay, I'm having this moment, and they're all praying over me, and they're like, scream to release the pain. And I've been at that point, I had been in the church all my life, and there wasn't no way in the world you were going to get me to scream in church. So even that was a thing. Long story short, I felt like that was the release that was just going to set my emotions free, and I wasn't going to be sad anymore. So then when I came back, my dad was going through his divorce. He was in his own little world. I'm back in school, forgetting that I'm highly unpopular, that I don't have my work together, and that, things just don't happen overnight just because. So that's what that poem was all about. I thought, number 23. Now, 24. Purgatory. Life is hell. Hell is life. Are we dead, thinking we're alive? My sixth sense tingled when I was 7. We are born in sin. We're far from heaven. This is hell. This is Hades. Number 25. Midnight Lullaby. I can dream about romance. I can see a moonlit sky. Summer's breeze reminds me I'm alone. My midnight fantasy is common. Though it may not be a reality, I can still see it in the recesses of my mind. Golden harps play my secret lullaby. Take me back. I'm ready. 26. Questions. If I matter so much to you, will you ever tell me? If I'm always on your mind, would I be the first to know? If I were dying and wanted you near me, would you come here darting? If you ever wanted to embrace me, would you? Time is wasting. Life is shorter. I don't want much. I just want order. Number 27. Memories. Let's see. Are there memories? They are a pain. They carve themselves in my brain. Forsaken and angry, crazy and sad. I'm haunted and I'm going mad. I'm dying to forget. They hold me tight and don't let go. They strangle me and hurt me so. Number 28. Compassion. I take so little and I get as much. Let's see. Oh, good. I take so little and I get as much. Am I crazy? Have I gone nuts? Why compassion? Why just me? Why feel for people who don't give a shit about me? I've tried so many times to deny my compassion, my love inside. So when I turn away, I'm turned around. I return to familiar ground. Number 29. Pain. There's a place inside of me, deeper than my soul. Underneath the waters burns a fire oh so cold. I feel no oxygen in me. I feel I suffocate. My lungs closing up. I feel sharp pins. So I'm in hell. I am. I am. Filled up with this pain. Entitled to agony. Entitled to death. Entitled to lose before I have any wealth. I can't obtain what I want. I cannot see what I need. I will not die without a fight. Entitled to this pain. That's alright. Number 30. Rain. The loner life is fine. I choose no other. Worry about myself. Care about nobody else. It's these blues I carry. It's these blues I breathe. To sit in puddles in the rain wouldn't be so bad. So I got a comment on this one. Number 30, Rain. This is around the time I started watching Cowboy Bebop. So that last line, to sit in puddles in the rain wouldn't be so bad. That was schmaltzy old me trying to do I can't remember which song has a line like that. It's either the Real Folk Blues or another song. It's one of them in the soundtrack. And at the time, Adult Swim was showing the closing credits for Cowboy Bebop and not just like cutting them like they do now. So I'm assuming it's coming from the closing credits because I was just in love. I'm still in love with Cowboy Bebop. Please, let's be honest. But when I saw Cowboy Bebop and it's all blue, and gloomy, and dark in some parts, and he's trying to find Julia, and Vicious is all up on him, and it's just like the past, and he fell out of the window. It's just all sorts of stuff. That whole soundtrack, once I got my hands on it, that touched me. So obviously the show just, oof, right here. You gotta watch Cowboy Bebop. It's good stuff. Anyway, number 31, Escape. It takes more hustle to bustle, and more or less to sit. I am bound in hellish chains, swallowing a pit. I drink my poison, but I don't die. Somehow I survive. Any time that I escape, I'm pulled right in. I have chains among me. I have poison in me. I have no escape. Number 32, Trance. My eyes so glossy, my mind a blur. I can see no one. Is this world so empty, or am I blind? It's my selective sight. Is it fooling with my mind? If I cannot be held, why does he have me? If he's so blind to see that, why can't I be free? Oh man, all these poems, like I've had this book for such a long time. Let me see. Yeah. 2001. So I've had this book since 2001, and It's 2015 at this point. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many of them. And I'm sitting here looking at them like this girl. I wish I could talk to her now and would things have been different. And you know, people always say to you that the journey that you take shapes you into the person that you're going to be later on in life, how you're going to act, the choices that you make. So every move that you make in your youth and every ongoing move that you make, it shapes things. Oh man, the things that happened in '01 that I wish I could have changed or at least opened up about or talked to my father about. Some of them, yeah, I do regret. But I'm 29 at this point, so. And then there's others. Like, wow. If I didn't go through this stuff, if I didn't write this schmaltzy stuff, I wouldn't be writing how I'm writing now. But as I get older, this is going to be the extreme schmaltz. The stuff that I'm writing now is going to be terrible to me someday. And then, I'm just going to keep on evolving. Oh, man. To go back and look at all the darlings that I was so sure were the best darlings, the most expressive darlings, they are all so one sided, cliche, sad girl stuff. Oh my goodness. And a lot of people ask me that. Why do you write the sad girl stuff? Because I still write like this. So, I don't know what people expect me to write about puppies and flowers and stuff, but there are a lot of writers out there who have a genre or an emotion, they stick with it and they write with it. So I guess I'm writing from the point of view of somebody who is the introvert, somebody who's never been a size under 16. I mean, last time I was in normal sizes, I was a little girl. Just like the whole fat black lady, strange person, nerdy, geeky experience. I'm all of those things, and I've always been a geeky, dorky nerd lady. Like, that's just part of the experience. So, a lot of that plays up in here, and I also went to an all girls school, so there were no guys. And even though I did eventually come out as bisexual to my father, there goes another issue. If I didn't think I felt attractive enough for guys to date me, then it's a whole other story. When I was in high school, attracted to girls and stuff in the class and not understanding that or being able to accept it. And thinking I'm going crazy because I'm having all these strange feelings and stuff. You know, and I kind of like some of my friends at a point, but I never took it like to a pushy kind of place. I always remained friends with them. I was respectful towards them, but a lot of them were really cute. It was just like a lot of stuff going on in my head and in my heart. And then, like I said, being turned down by my friend, that hurt. Not really knowing where to go with myself and this writing and like my interest, and that sucked. It's just that I never branched out enough to find my people. And not being able to find my people then has carried over to now. So, so we're going to read one last poem, and that is Fairly Played, number 33. Sometimes life's a game. Sometimes it's a trip. Sometimes I think that I deserve a fat lip. The days I wish I was dead, these memories enter my head. I was fairly played, you see, just like a piano, A key. He told me all I wanted to hear. It sounded so good in my ear. But then my hearing came back. How could I ever allow myself to be played like that? So we're going to close at number 34. And that's here. This is 34. And I'm going to put this right by my desk so I can see it. Also, this is my last weekend of freedom. Oh, I will be back in school. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't devote more time to Peridot lyrics. And I had the whole Christmas vacation to do it, and I didn't do it. I took my time. But alas, I will be in school Tuesdays, Thursdays, and off Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So a lot of my time will be getting myself together for school. And if I can, maybe I'll toss in a poem or two on my off days. In the meantime, hunty darlings, thank you for sitting here and watching my schmaltz, listening to my schmaltz. I highly appreciate it. This is the witching hour for all writers, artists, and creators. We are up past midnight, writing and musing and reading, recording and creating. That's just what we do. So now it's all over and all finished, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.